cell phone charger back there if you need one.
Oh, thank you.
Off to enjoy the nice weather today.
Oh yeah, I'm graduating from nail technician school today.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you have a spot lined up already to start doing work?
Honestly, I have like a regular 9 to 5, so it's gonna just be kind of something I do on the side as a side gig.
Sure.
Friends and family type deal for now, at least.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. My daughter makes what is she messing with? It's like UV reactive shell stuff. So she like goes and she takes them and like glues little things.
Oh.
Like, does it and then puts them on. She's 11. She's gonna be 12 soon. Going on 13
awesome.
way too fast.
Oh, I bet.
You know, but yeah, she makes these cool little patterns. I'm like, those are so cool. Guys should really wear like more stuff. Like I'd love to just be like walk around like, are you talking like what's going on? Like, when I'm talking to people, that would be so much more fun. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting to do my nails.
I love it. Yeah, I luckily was able to. My fiance let me practice on him a few times, so very, very appreciative of that.
And it's like it's art. You know, when I'm not doing this, I'm an artist. I'm a musician, so I'm just like that's a painting. Like, this is such a cool little craft for someone.
Oh, very cool. What do you do in music?
Let's see. I play guitar, drums. I haven't played cello, but like string instruments, bass, all that stuff I love. I just got a new drum set.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I just play. I like to make it as much as possible. When I was in my 20s, I was in some hardcore screamo bands. So I still, I do as much of that. Just embarrass my kids as much as possible, really.
For sure. That's the goal, right? Because later they'll be like, "Oh no, Dad was actually really cool."
That's what I'm hoping. Right now I'm very quickly becoming the most uncool person on the planet.
I doubt it.
But it's just a thing that she has because like I talk to her, I'm just like, kiddo, like I'm so cool. You don't really get it. Like I'm so like, and music I like, stuff I like. That I listened to in my 20s is like making its round on TikToks and YouTubes. And she's like, oh yeah, that song that you play is on YouTube. That song that you play that's a short. And I'm just like, yeah, kid, I'm cooler than cool. Like, that's what you don't get. Like, all the stuff I like, your friends like now.
You're just figuring it out.
Yeah. And she refuses to accept that. I am the most uncool person that could exist. It's so sad. But we'll see. When she's 30, she's like, oh, you were cooler then than I am now.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh, that's so cute.
Do you have a fiance? When are you two getting married?
Yeah, we got engaged in December. It was right before I started school. So we just decided to hold off until I was done. So we'll start planning now. Probably just a 2026.
Okay.
But I don't know.
How'd you two meet?
We met in school, in college. We met like the second week of college at ISU, and been together ever since. So about 8.5 years.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, 8.5 years. You kind of know somebody. That makes a lot of sense at that point.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were able to. We had a small checklist before we decided we wanted to do it. We said we wanted to both graduate, both have jobs that we're comfortable in, and live together for a year. And we did all that. So it's time for the next step.
Time for the next step. You're on the path. You're on the way. That's convenient. Go to college, meet in person, get your life.
Right? It worked out.
Yeah, that's convenient. What did you study at ISU?
Business management and entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And then here you are starting a new business. That's fun. Sounds like the college degree working out.
Exactly. I'm trying, right? Yeah.
But that's kind of what you have to do in life now. Just try, do stuff, do like 8 or different jobs.
Exactly. Yeah, I've had maybe like 3 jobs since the one I'm in now, because I've been at the one I have now for almost 3 years now. But I had jobs before then, and I was like, this is horrible, and I was like, is this like, did I pick the wrong thing, or whatever. But I think it just took like a healthy workplace to be like, oh no, you're fine. You're okay.
It's environments that are toxic.
Yeah.
That was the thing I was explaining to my kid. I'm like, you know how you go to school and everybody kind of groups together and you make these little cliques and friends and blah, blah, blah. That goes on forever.
Yes.
You go to an office and it's the same people, those same types of people.
Yes.
They all find each other. They all band together at the office, and you either are or are not in that clique. And that's just life. Turns out high school is the whole time.
Yes.
And it's so interesting. But yeah, you find the environment, you find your thing, you click in, you do that. I've learned that I'm very much not like an office person. I'm very much, but that's how it was in school. Like in school, I'd come in, I'd sit in the back of the class, and I would try and make sure nobody called up your ass.
For sure, just a fly on the wall,
Yeah,
like
and
type.
that's life. That's how I do work. Also, and what's great is when I'm not doing this, my 9 to 5, I work in tech from home.
Cool.
So you couldn't possibly be more in the back of the room.
Yes, exactly.
I'm in the back of my room. I don't even have pants on.
Yeah.
Wow, it's great. I love it. Yeah. But it just depends on what you're looking for, what you're trying to do, and what environment finds.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you like what you do now?
I do. I started out where I was just like in customer service, and then realized that I was good with like data. So now I'm a data analyst at a marketing agency, and it's just been going really well. I think it's mainly just it's a small company. Like I went from working for big companies to like a family-owned small company, and a world of a difference. Like it's crazy. But yeah, I just feel it feels more like, oh, this is our employee, not just, someone we picked off the street who we can replace. It feels a lot like that. So
yeah, you're not a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
You're a person that they're acknowledging. And that, honestly, that's pretty rare because a lot of companies, big or small, really just kind of treat you like a thing that's here to do the job and give 10 times more than you get.
Exactly.
That's the vibe for most places. So yeah, that can be true.
It's just unrealistic, I think, now, especially like I think like on average to like the company I'm at, people say like, oh, it pays like a little below like what most places do, but it makes up for it in many other ways. Like, and it sounds crazy to say, but like I would rather take just that little less of pay and still feel like comfortable going to work. And I mean, there were times where I was like on my way to work and I was like, I just feel like physically sick. Like I don't want to go, but now I don't feel that anymore. So it's a little bit of a compromise, but
there's a value to that. There's an inherent value in enjoying the place you work, liking the work you're doing, and liking the people you're working with. That there is, it's more than money. It's that peace of mind. It's definitely this way.
For sure.
Yeah, like you said, I've had that where some jobs where I was like felt physically sick going to. I remember, one job. It was like this was when I was living in Hollywood, being an actor, and I was doing this office job, and I hated the people I worked with. I hated the work I did, and it felt like at the end of the end of the day, I wanted to like tear my skin off.
Yeah.
Get away from this place. Because, it was, and I was like, I don't ever want to feel that terrible.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, you get the money, but is it worth it? It turns out not so much. Yeah.
Exactly.
That band also, or that work got me into like really hardcore screamo because it was like soothing at the end of the day. What's this person doing?
I don't know. Driving in the median.
Yeah, he went in the median and then he's coming over here like, what are you doing?
It's okay. I almost got like T-boned at like 8 a.m. this morning, so that was
well, that's good. Yeah,
avoided that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, some people just don't pay attention.
It was crazy too. It was like clearly a red light for them. It was like the middle of the red light too. It wasn't like the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm guessing you were somewhere south side?
No, I was in West Loop.
Oh, okay. West Loop.
Yes.
Well, that's surprising because south side, the street signs, the stop signs are optional, but West Loop, people are a little better about it. So that was surprising. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It's just
yeah. That's wild. Some just don't pay attention. They hadn't had their coffee yet. Yeah, and I'm surprised. Like I do this. I drive all over Chicago, and I usually I'm okay. But every now and then, you'll just get people that are oblivious.
Absolutely.
Just doing their own worlds. All right, that's fine. You and the fiance can have kids, you think?
Yeah, I think so. We've talked a little bit about it. But yeah, in the coming years.
Sure. There's this guy. What's his name? Dave Ramsey.
Oh yeah, my dad loves him.
So does my mom. Some of the stuff he says.
Something about him.
A little too Christian, a little too
Yeah.
for me. Well, one thing he had, there was a philosophy that I was like, okay, this makes sense. I definitely didn't do it. Got to get on that one. But he says, before you get married, the three things you got to figure out are do you agree on money? Do you agree on children? Do you agree on in-laws? And that was, I was 1 out of 3 on that. I really messed up. So,
yeah, the in-laws question can be a little
right?
tricky sometimes, but I have worked on that for like the amount of time that we've been together. So
okay. Yeah, you got 8 years to figure it out.
Yeah, it's not easy. It takes a lot of energy, but at the end of the day, it's what's important to him, and so I just gotta tough it out, Yeah. Yeah, exactly. How did you turn out so great?
Sometimes we learn what not to do from our parents.
Exactly,
That's how that works. And from my dad, I learned a lot about who not to be. So that's, it just goes that way. That's fun. Yeah, but so those are the things you figure out. As long as you're in some alignment, that's, I think, what works.
Absolutely.
But you two started, kind of young, it sounds like. You were, 20s?
18.
18? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Wow.
I know. It sounds kind of crazy that, we met so early, into school and, stayed together and everything, but I don't know. There was no one else that, that fit the shoe.
Sure, it clicked, it worked. That's, it just comes wherever it comes, I think.
And I was glad that I never had to get on any apps. We met organically, in person. That felt, I was like, okay, all right. Feels like an accomplishment.
It is an accomplishment, but also, here's some interesting stuff about dating. So, I've been on every dating app since they were websites. Before apps existed, I was on these things. So obviously, I'm not a good spokesperson for them. But the other thing is that I've learned that statistically, all dating apps are equally as effective as just pairing people up at random.
Oh yeah.
If you were to just take two people over and over and over, eventually they're going to get married. Eventually, some of them are going to have long relationships, have kids, and do all that stuff because it turns out we're humans, and that's just what people do. We click, we get together, and you go, and it's dating apps just get you in front of somebody.
Right.
But the thing that really matters is that 5 minutes. In the first 5 minutes from pheromones, from how they move, from the pressure they are, and how at ease you feel in their presence. Who are you in that point? And that's all the stuff that matters. I've gone on, so many dates where we talk for months, and then we go on the date, and it's like there's nothing here.
Yeah,
I'm
in
never
person.
gonna see this person again, and I've just spent 90 days.
Yeah.
All day, hours and hours and hours. Where it's like if we'd have known before, neither one of us would waste this time. And then there's times where it's just like, oh, like you said, you meet someone on in person, and you're just like, oh, there's a vibe here. There's something that just clicks, and it's just where does it find you? And it sounds like it found you in ISU. That's weird.
Could be the weirdest of places.
It's just that. Because it turns out we're humans. We're everywhere. And we all think that's what we do. So that's just it. Do you have other siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother. He is 31.
Oh, okay.
He is still on the lookout for the right lady.
Sure. Yeah, he didn't figure it out. Maybe has he tried going to ISU?
Yeah. Well, he met this really amazing girl, and he went to school in Miami, and she lives in Chicago too. But she wasn't able to have kids, so it was like, man, because I think that was one thing he didn't want to negotiate on.
Yeah.
But every single other box was like completely checked by this woman, and like they still keep in contact, and she's actually like pretty close with us still, and that's great. But I wish it would have worked out that way. That would have been really sweet.
Yeah, and that's such a hard one because it is. It's like, yeah, people want kids. I want more kids. I have one, but it's like I like that one. But so it's like that's a thing, and like when everything is there and it was completely out of her control. It sounds like so it's like that's just an unfortunate occurrence in that.
I know, but who knows?
And that's that's the thing. You might give up on kids.
Yeah.
It turns out you don't meet anybody. You're not gonna have kids anyway.
There's options too, if you want them,
exactly. And that's the thing I looked into, because me and my daughter's mom, we had a very bad relationship. It's not good, like police restraints, not good. And I look back at it and I'm like, well, I've spent $150,000 on attorneys, so I could have just gone to a surrogate and I would have saved $50,000.
There you go.
So it's like maybe there's another way I could have gone about this. Who knows? It's just depends.
Absolutely.
And so you're from here originally, from Chicago?
So I grew up in Midway.
Okay.
And then moved out to Ukrainian Village about like 3 years ago with my fiance.
Oh, so Midway, like Oak Laundry?
Midway, like Garfield Ridge.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
So like Archer and Harlem.
Yeah.
Where really it was like right where I grew up.
Okay, right there, yeah. Nice, okay, yeah, so not far. So yeah, around this area.
Yeah, not too bad. How about you? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Sonoma County, California.
Wow. Okay. What brought you here to Chicago?
So her mom, after her and I split up, was from here, and she came here with my daughter.
Okay.
Since I work in tech from home, I do comedy.
Sure.
Chicago's the place to be. So I'm here until she turns 18, which is in 6 years, and then I get to go be Mormon.
Yeah, no, I bet that's. Looking forward to that.
Yes.
My parents do the whole snowbirding thing because they moved after we moved out of our childhood home. They moved to Valparaiso, Indiana.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And so during the winter months, like January to March, they go to Arizona, and it has made me love Arizona more than I ever thought I would. Because we visit them once a year, when they go and travel, because or else we don't see them for a few months.
Sure.
And it's beautiful. I love it.
What part of Arizona?
Carefree.
Carefree. Okay. No idea what that is, but it sounds fun.
It really it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like probably a lot of like retired people, and it's a lot of like biker culture. They ride motorcycles. It's also, what else is it called? Well, it's also called Cave Creek.
Okay.
That's another name for it, but it's a little small area.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds nice. I have a buddy who lives in Prescott.
Nice.
He loves it out there. It's just like the weather's always nice. There's mountains if you want to go to. Parks if you want to go to. All this stuff. And so I'm like, okay, I would love to go back in California, but I don't have $10 million.
Yeah, California is a little tough right now.
Yeah, so I'm just like, if I can get it, fine. But if I can't, then I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like not a lot of options. My kidneys are not worth as much as I'd like them to be. So
yeah.
So now I'm like, okay, maybe Arizona or maybe Nevada, because Nevada, there's no state taxes on income.
Oh yeah, like Florida, right?
Yeah, exactly, like Florida, and they're getting ready to terraform Arizona. They're gonna plant like 12 million trees, because they're just like, if you plant this many trees, it's gonna create enough ground cover. It's gonna completely change the way things go. So like that's why I'm like, oh, it's gonna change the weather. It's gonna be cooler. They're gonna have rain. They're gonna do all that stuff. So it's like, it's wild. So I think it's gonna get nicer. So we'll see how that works out, and how the economy goes. We'll see. If I can get 10 million in California, if I can't, Arizona.
There you go. You start playing the lottery.
Either one. They both have In-N-Out Burger, and I do play the lottery now. I have started. I really have. So I'm just like, come on, Powerball. on.
Yeah, right?
Come on. Do you know what the odds are of one person winning the Powerball?
No.
They are 292 million to 1.
Wow.
Do you know what the odds are of any one person being born that exact combination of DNA? 400 trillion.
Jeez.
So this means that statistically, you
Mhm.
and every person you have ever met or interacted with at any point in time, that one individual is the statistical equivalent of 1.369 billion Powerball victories.
Wow.
That's you, just waking up, just taking a breath today.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Right? I'm a comedian. I have a joke that goes a lot more blue from there.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. That's
Yeah.
a fun fact I got to add. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. That's surprising. And people most people don't realize, but it's like, yeah, just to wake up, you won the lottery a billion times.
Absolutely. No, it's practicing gratefulness and being like, let's start here.
Yeah.
Every morning is a new start, so
Exactly.
just start here.
Exactly. Well, here you are. It was so great chatting.
Thank you so much. It was great to meet you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.